Hi everyone, thanks for joining me today. I have a video of a Christmas collab that I'm very happy to be taking part in. And this is going to be a huge Christmas collab between lots of crafters here on YouTube. I believe they all are making plushies. And the people that are going to be in this collab are Aiko from Happy Friends Shop, Bubs from B4A Studios, Kawaii Autumn, Miss Crafty 13, B Crafts Pastel Sakura, Got to Love Creativity, Dark Sky, Jellybean Doctor, Dream Girl Crafty, Sarah Hamza, Little Miss Plush, Stitch Lots of Love, Min Crafting, Guroshi, Harmony Val, and Sky Exoria. And I'm so sorry, I know I probably mispronounced some of the names, but I don't know how to correctly say them. And also, please excuse my annoying tone of voice. I am stuffed up, I have a cold, and I probably sound weird. But for my tutorial, I decided to make a little jingle bell, as you can probably tell from the little background music that's playing. And the items that you will be needing for this tutorial are as follows. You will be needing threads in the colors yellow and gold, or an orangey color, or a color of your choice. You know, some jingle bells are reds or greens. But you'll be using stuffing. You will need some jingle bells. You'll need a jump ring or split ring. And you'll need your threads in your matching colors. And you'll also need your fabric scissors. And you, if you have any ribbon or keychain or whatever you're going to use to hang it up, or you can even make it into a necklace. But here I have gold and red. And you will also need your sewing needle. Okay guys, the pieces you'll be needing from your thread are 4 lemon shaped pieces from your yellow thread, and from that darker thread, or if you're using the same color, you will be needing a circular piece for the top portion. And I also forgot to mention that you will need 2 circle pieces for the eyes, or if you're going to back stitch them on or back stitch your mouth, go ahead and do so now. I use brown, but you could use black or any color you would like. And the next step is to take one of your other lemon shaped pieces and put the good side in the front. The good piece, put it next to the back piece of the lemon shape. And once you have your thread with your color yellow, you're going to do a blanket stitch around the top portion. There's been a correction, guys. I know I told you to put the good side facing the back side of the stitches, but that's wrong. You're supposed to put the face inwards and put the good side on top of it, because just imagine that you're doing it, all the good pieces are going to be in the inside, because once we're done sewing, we're going to flip it around. So make sure to put your good sides down and then do the blanket stitch around it. Once you have sewn both sides together, like I said with the blanket stitch, you're going to take your next piece and also put the good side down. And you're going to open this piece that you sewed together, insert it inside, align it, and do the same thing. Continue where you left off with your thread and continue to do the blanket stitch around here. And once that piece is done, you're going to open that piece up and then insert the remaining piece you have and do the same thing. One tip I wanted to add on is that when you're doing your blanket stitch and you go through the loop down here and you insert your needle, make sure that when you pull this the loop right here, you pull it and tug it tight, because if you don't, then when you flip it over, you're going to have some gaps, and that's not going to look pretty at all. So make sure you pull at that last little tug at the loop. Now once you have sewn all of the 4 pieces together, you should have something that looks like this, that has a gap in the middle, and as you can see, the little kawaii face is in the inside part. So now what we are going to do is finish sewing up this side again, continuing with a blanket stitch, but you're going to have to stop halfway or a little less down in the amount of where you think your plush can fit and be able to get it to turn over to the other side. Okay, so now we are at the step that we need to turn this plush inside out, and the way to do that is to open and push through at the same time. Like so. And then your Jingle Bell plushie will be in the right side way. Like this. So then be sure to stuff it up before you seal the gap. Be sure to stuff and be sure to add your jingle bells in. You can just add 2 or 3 if you want, and it doesn't have to go in any order. Like, you could just put it in between the stuffing, or all after the stuffing, or before the stuffing. Okay, and this is how it should be looking, like a sphere when it's all stuffed up and closed up from the bottom. Now the next step is to take your circle piece. You're going to place it on top and sew it on, but you're not going to sew it on flat. You're going to sew it on in a bulky shape, if you understand what I mean, because this is going to be stuffed as well. So I'll sew half away and I'll stuff it up and show you how that looks. And for this stitch, you're going to be using a fell stitch to attach the circle piece. And make sure that when you do the fell stitch on the thread, make sure they are even and kind of close together so it can have the maximum security, so it will be tight, because so it won't open up when you insert this stuffing. It won't pop out a gap somewhere. And this is the piece that I'm talking about that should be puffed up and stuffed. I have inserted some stuffing in there already, and now you just need to finish attaching it to the top, and I'll show you how that looks like. Okay, and this is how your little jingly fella should look like. Now the next step is to put a jump ring inside the top and then attach the ribbons through the ring. Alrighty guys, so here is the completed project. Here is the little face and the top portion of the bell. If you want, you could also add on stitching up here to make it look more realistic, or you can just always just use paint or use a pen to draw on the little markings that they have there. But this is the thread that I used to thread through the jump ring, the ribbon, I'm sorry. And then you can just hang this as a door knob hanger or as a tree hanger, tree decoration. Sorry, I can't talk today. And then it just has a little jingly bells in here, and it's a cute kawaii jingly bell. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this tutorial, and please make sure to check out everyone else's on the channels that I listed in the paper. Bye!